This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions. This is episode 46. Cam, how you feeling?
Hey, I feel like I had better days. I'm just hella tired, bro. It's just a lot of work.
A lot.
We've been talking.
We was just talking about the life of entrepreneurs, bro.
Yeah, we were just talking about it off
not for the
mic.
week.
Every time I get an idle time to just sit, then that's when it hits. And it's just no, I gotta get active because if I don't, I'm gonna pass out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It really be like that. That was me. What was that? Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to bed from 1 to 4.
That's when you was doing all the editing, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that junk is tiring, bro. It takes a lot of mental fortitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
And then especially when you're trying to get it out in a good time,
a specific time.
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Oh my god, that junk is strenuous. But I'm ready to talk hoop.
Same, bro.
Ready to talk hoop.
Let's do it.
Let's jump right into it. Before we even get into the NBA, WNBA season just started.
Yeah.
We started seeing preseason clips going up. Caitlin Clark, debuted and Angel Reese debuted and all them girls debuted and it's looking promising. You watching this season, and if so, who you rooting for?
All of the rookies. I was talking to somebody earlier. Big shout out to Kay. And she basically told me, something I've discussed with you off camera, where she basically said that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird of the WNBA as far as the youth of the league, as well as the marketability and the ability to now bring revenue to allow all the other girls to get paid. I'm like, you prove a solid point. I agree. This is their 84, 96, 03 draft. It's a lot of stars that I see. They got on Caitlin Clark last night. She had 10 turnovers. The girls are competitive. They see that she's basically being propped up because she's a talented white woman. she's gonna get everybody's best for sure on a nightly basis, and they're gonna allow her to be beat up a little bit. This is the WNBA, and these are professionals. These are not college kids. So I'm interested to see how that will go. The Chicago team definitely is interesting. Rooting for them as well. And AJ Wilson, I'm rooting for her. She's a hooper. She's a black woman, but for other obvious reasons. But yeah, bro. I'm definitely tapped in. I'm interested to see what it does, because after the finals is done, bro, usually back in the day, we used to just be, before the big three, you used to just be outside. Now we got hoop all year round, so it's just more basketball for me to watch, bro, so I'm excited.
There's a tweet that was going around before the WNBA season started, and it was talking about how the WNBA is starting to get more revenue coming through now that Caitlin Clark is in the league, and just other personalities are starting to make money. I mean, some of these teams are sold out for the season. The Aces sold out for the season, Liberty, the Fever. And it was a tweet. It was pretty much a thread of a bunch of guys, and they were talking about getting tricked on by WNBA players if they was to be getting NBA money.
You ain't see my tweet. Come on.
I don't know if you saw my tweet either.
Oh, hold on. What's going on, bro? Hey, listen. Follow me at Young Reela. Follow me. I'll be clowning. I'm a troll on there, and I came in to laugh, get my links up, but more importantly, laugh. Yeah, I'm here to laugh.
Did you see the Indiana Fever traveling in the PJ, and everybody was like, look at Caitlin just sitting there just chilling, better act like you've been here before.
Right.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yo, that's how you know the WNBA is getting W's, bro. When you're getting trolled online, when we used to just low-key ignore y'all, I'm happy. The jokes need to fly because that means you're important enough to be talked about, and that means more money. So here we are.
What you think?
I mean, next 5 to 10 years.
What do you think? How do you think it goes for the WNBA now that because clearly is more money that's coming in. I mean, you got Candace Parker. She became the new president at Adidas for women's basketball. Asia Wilson finally got her signature shoe at Nike.
Copping.
Facts. Caitlin Clark is, she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And
crazy Nike deal.
I'm sure that Angel Reese is going to rack up too. She was already racking up at LSU. What do you think about that? And where do you see that heading to now that women's sports is in this space?
Well, here's what some people who aren't too familiar with the WNBA don't know. The WNBA, of course, is the sister partner of the NBA, but for a large portion, it was losing the NBA money. It wasn't a profitable business. Now you turn that around and you're paying these the highest paid isn't making like underneath six figures. You're gonna turn that around, make it a profitable business, and if it's a profitable business, now you can, there's TV deals, there's the ability to expand to different cities, which will bring even more revenue. The jersey sales, because of the name, image, likeness that Angel Reese and those lovely ladies built in college, is going to allow more jersey sales, and jersey sales is going to go back into the league itself. So it's just a wide open well that's waiting to splash for the WNBA. So I'm super excited for the next 5 to 10 years for that. Especially just the timing of it is super important. They play a condensed season and it's literally right after the NBA. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be tapped in for sure. So
yeah, word. Shout out to the WNBA. Let's let's head into the NBA. So I do gotta ask. You got a beef with Jokic. Explain to the people your beef with Jokic, because you've been like really wilding out on him all day.
My boy, you put me on the spot. It's alright. It's cool. I'm willing to stand on it. I love his game. I think he's the best player in the world. He's a one-on-one center. He is the best passing center to ever touch the basketball court. But it's smoke. I'm gonna tell you why it's smoke. He ruined the basketball discourse. Yeah. You're too good, and your body type look like somebody out the YMCWA with the belly, but giving you 15 a game and just chilling. And then afterwards, after he busts you for whatever he busts you in, no diddy, he go drink a beer and chill on the sideline. You just like, this dude really gave me 20, dog. This guy. On top of that, you just seem like you don't care at times. I see it sometimes, but it's just like, this is really, he really might repeat. He got 3 MVPs, and he might repeat. All of a sudden, my Akeem Olajuwon is better than look crazy. Is he catching up to Wilt, because he about to tie Wilt if he get 2 chips? What I'm supposed to do with that? He ain't even 30 yet. And under the CBA, he might. This might be a dynasty. Yeah. 7-foot dude who look like he ain't never seen a dumbbell a day in his life, giving everybody buckets. Man, did you see how angry he looked at Gobert yesterday? I watched this man dunk the ball 4 times in the last 2 games. One of them was over Anthony Edwards. I don't think I've ever seen a day in my life get a poster ever. He yammed on Ant like it was something to do. I'm like, oh my God, this dude is a villain. So yeah. I got beef with him, but it's just, he's just too good, bro. So it ain't real beef. It ain't no Paul George beef. It ain't no Doc Rivers beef. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's just, I admire him. I do. Slight little jealousy and hate, but I could be man enough to admit it. The basketball discourse is about to go crazy if we repeat, and it looked like it, bro. It's just nobody got the size and skill to deal with him. I don't get it. I do get it, but I don't get it.
Speaking of this basketball discourse and Jokic, You also got a beef with Rudy Gobert.
Gobert, yeah.
Is Rudy Gobert a defensive phony, or is Jokic just that good? Because Game 5 happened between, Nuggets and Timberwolves. And Jokic played 41 minutes, dropped 40 and 13 on a dome. 2 steals, 1 block, shooting 68% from the field. Literally got that 40 off of 22 shots. Only took 9 free throws, made 8 of them. Literally only fouled twice. So, and keep in mind, Jokic usually gets a lot of O boards. No O boards. All 7 of those rebounds are defensive rebounds. So, is it Jokic being that good? Or is it Rudy Gobert being a defensive phony despite him winning Defensive Player of the Year once again?
We were talking about media, We the new media, you know what I'm saying? Real hoops, media did. We the new media. And as the new media, we got eyes. Me, I got 4 of them. You see it? Me, I got 4 of them. What did I see? I grew up on my Defensive Player of the Year as being a Gary Payton, I'm sure my age, being a Ben Wallace, who gave Shaq fits in '04. We talking about Dwight Howard. Y'all can clown him for his off-the-court antics all you want to, but he got 3 of them things at the crib, and he deserved every single one of them because he was sending stuff. You couldn't pit him in the pick and roll because he was too quick, and you had to basically circle him every offensive possession because you didn't know where he was coming from. Weak side help, you're not about to score on him on the post. He was just a net black hole on defense. So put the ball away from him. You fast forward to that, and Marcus Smart, you're nice. Are you Gary Payton, though? I watched JJJ get a depoy, and the Euros was giving him fits overseas. All right, for sure. Then he gets 1 depoy. All right, cool. We're not really paying that much attention to them. They the Jazz. All right, cool. And then they lose. And then the next time he wins depoy, I'm seeing a pattern. They're attacking this said depoy over and over and over and over again on the pick and roll action, pick and pop action. And as soon as you get him on the perimeter, it's, highway, easy buckets, shoot around. I'm like, oh, this is the depoy. So after the second depoy, I said, y'all, are y'all seeing this? Oh, bro, you ain't, bro. Ain't even that, bro. It's just the Jazz players don't know what they're doing. They just letting them run by and they got them on the island. All right. Maybe I don't got 4 eyes. Hey, y'all got it. The third time he wins it, the same thing happens. But it's even amplified twice, three times. I'm like, y'all see this? Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. You wasn't tripping, bro. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't need to go to the eye doctor. All right, cool. So my Defensive Player of the Year was a finalist. And he's not wearing a Heat jersey. It was Wembanyama. I can roll the tape back. He is the best individual defender and has been all season long. Y'all told me I was tripping. I said, Gobert is the 3rd best. He's not a better defender than Bam Adebayo. Oh, bro, you just saying that because you're a Heat fan, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, bro. Say nothing. So, goes down 2-0. And I'm seeing his numbers. His numbers look pedestrian. I'm like, maybe I was tripping. I'm always open to saying that I'm wrong. When the game 3 happens, he's not there. He just had a baby. I want to give him slack. Gets the buckets dropped on him. Game 4, pretty bad, but you still coming back. I'll give you more slack. But last night was a staple for people with 4 eyes like me. And if you got 2, I know you saw it too. Yoke made it a point in that 3rd quarter, rolled the tape back. He saw Gobert and he saw food. I don't know what food they sell in Serbia. But whatever is the equivalent to barbecue chicken in Serbia is what he saw. He was licking his chops every time he saw Gobert line up. Let me get that thing in the post. Then he went to the perimeter. Then he went into the high post. Then he went to the elbow. It didn't matter wherever Yoke was. As soon as he saw Gobert, it was game time. And then you know what they tried to do? They tried to hide him to help play help side defense. It didn't matter. Put Kyle Anderson on him on the perimeter. All right, I'm finna go right by slow-mo. His name is Slow-Mo for a reason. And then as soon as I see Gobert, he's either going to foul me and I'm going to get an N1, or he's getting a bucket every single time. He looked unguardable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, maybe I'm tripping. But I know I'm not, because I watched AD outplay this man in 5 games with my 4 eyes. I saw it. Roll the tape back. So, you're great. You're the best player in the world. But I saw Anthony Davis give you fits, and I can make the case that he outplayed you in 5 games. So while you're great, it's Gobert. Yeah. We need to get it. All this we word the treatment. All this we need to get a stop. You the depoy. You got 4 of them at the crib. 4. And somebody's licking their chops every time they see you. That don't sound like a depoy to me. You avoid the depoy at all costs. I don't see nobody doing that to Draymond, to Kawhi, to Jimmy, any top defender that you can name, to Lou Dort. I don't see none of that. They're trying to go away from that person. He's licking his chops every time he sees you down the court, dog. And that's why I think he's going to repeat. God damn it.
Damn. So the Timberwolves lost belief in beating Denver. You think so?
Did you see Ant's post game?
Yes.
It's a wrap. Your best player can't talk like that and act like that, knowing the amount and weight that you have on that locker room. You're going into Game 6 already defeated. I would be very shocked if y'all win Game 6, but I know y'all stand 0 chance if it goes to 7. It's over.
Damn. Man. And to think that they had it in the bag the first 2 games.
It looked like a completely different series. I need to do my due diligence and go back and watch games 1 and 2 to see exactly what Gobert and Yoke was doing. I already know y'all watching film on this, but what changed? Does Gobert need to take a seat? Does he need to play staggered minutes? It's on the coaching staff. We don't know.
Wow, man. Before we get into real talk, let me just ask you this. This has been going on Twitter or X, like, as his name now.
LOL.
Dante DiVincenzo and Miles Turner got into it, right?
Love it.
And so people's been comparing Dante DiVincenzo to Slim Jesus. So if Dante DiVincenzo is Slim Jesus, then who is Miles Turner?
You ever made a video hitter, D?
You ever told a bitch I got G's? No. You ever make a bitty hit her knees? No.
Well, guess what? I'm JP. You gotta put them side by side. Put a JP and Miles Turner side by side for the camera. You ever made a biddy hit her knees? Man, they don't know. Slim Jesus versus JP. Oh my God, what a versus! Hell of a versus.
Oh
Crazy,
my
man.
God, dog. Let's get into real talk, man. NBA draft combine's going on. Bronny is getting a lot of press, obviously. I do want to ask, how you feel about Bronny James potentially being drafted to the Heat? And what do you think he can bring and learn?
Oh, I never really thought about that. I was really focused on being the only South Floridian that will be excited to get Zach Edey. But let's talk about Bronny. 6'1" guard, 6'3" with shoes. I've always said that we need. He's cut from the DeLon Wright cloth. A defender, can shoot the ball pretty well. He went 19 for 25 in the shooting scrimmage in the NBA Combine. He has a 40.5-inch vertical. He's 210, solid 210, not a sloppy 210. And the drills that I saw he ran was very well. I would love to have him on the team. I think he could learn a lot from Terry, a lot from the guards that we currently have that possibly will be there in October. But I think he could bring a lot to the table off the bench, just from a defending and a 3-point shooting barrage standpoint. I would like to see it. I think the collegiate game wasn't a good fit for his skill set. If you know about the collegiate game, you're essentially assistant player, unless you go to a smaller team, and he ended up going to USC. So I think he'll be a good fit.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of his workout videos. The first scrimmage that they played, he had like 4 points. The second one he had, which was today, we're recording this
12.
on Thursday. He scored 13. So
13, okay.
It looks like he's getting a little bit more comfortable, as he's getting his reps. And obviously he has a body that looks like it's pretty. It's way more developed for the NBA than the typical 20-year-old.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
He's 19. He's still 18. He's gonna be 19 in the draft.
You sure?
I believe.
Or
He's still 18.
I thought he was 20.
Nah, he 18,
Wow, man, bro, we're getting
18,
old.
19.
We're getting old. This is the same shit that was courtside with Braun back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and now this shit is
No, I think you might be right. I think he was born in 05.
Yeah, I think
that would make him 18 though.
Bronny James.
Fact check me.
Bronny's age, he's 19. As a matter of fact, he turns 20 this year. He turns 20 in October. October 6th.
October.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're old. We old.
Wow.
This kid is about to turn 20 years old, and he's about to be in the NBA.
Fam.
If anybody picks him, you think somebody's gonna pick him in the NBA, right?
I do. I think he's just too serviceable of a guy. I think he goes second round. And I think he's a hell of a role player. I think he could be from the Derek White cloth, a tweener who can get down and play defense. He's always been a top-notch defender, even in his high school days. So I'm curious to see what it would be like on that side of the basketball. I'm sure he'll develop his offensive skills as it goes. What his ceiling would be on the offensive side, I don't know. It just would depend on the system that he's a part of, and if he's going to be able to work to get those keys to actually run and be a starter in the NBA. But as of right now, for his first 2 to 3 seasons, I see him as somebody coming off the bench who could be a 3-and-D guy at the guard position for sure.
He already said that his comp is like Derek White, Drew Holiday. And of course, he has plenty of defensive upside. Even, the times when, because he was averaging like around 17 minutes a game with USC, and he showed a lot of defensive upside. Super quick lateral movement. Obviously, he can jump. But just his defensive instincts is different. He actually said something real interesting about staying on the floor. And he said that he knows that the best way for him to get on the floor is to play defense the way how he does and bring that energy and play hard. And I swear that has to be from his dad, because nowadays kids are in the mind. Well, I wouldn't say kids, but young players are in the mindset of, man, I'm just trying to go get a bucket, and I want to prove that I belong on the court by getting a bucket. But for someone like Bronny to say, yo, the way how I'm getting on the court is by playing hard all the time and playing, profound defense, just shows that he got a lot of game dropped on him over the years.
Bro, when you sit and think about all the guys that are in the league, and you sit and you try to pull some of these guys' high school stats, it's incredible. Yeah, Christopher Braun. He just came off the bench for the Nuggets. 3 state titles, won in the NCAA. He's scraping for minutes for the Nuggets. Talk about Pat Bev and the antics that he presents and how he's been overseas and fighting for his life. He averaged 37 in high school, bro. Lance Stevenson can't even get in the league right now. He's the leader in New York high school buckets all time. Everybody could get a bucket in the league, bro. Can everybody get a stop? Hell no. It's some cones out there. A lot of cones. Yeah. It's a lot of traffic and a lot of cones. But a guy who's going to sit down and play defense. Imagine what a guy like Bronny would do if he was playing in a system with Tibbs. Imagine what a guy like that would do, even though he doesn't have a job right now, which is, don't let me get started. Imagine somebody like that playing for Frank Vogel, a defensive-minded coach who will absolutely love what he has to present because he doesn't care who's in front of him. I saw it in high school, time and time again. He doesn't care about who's handling the ball. He's looking to strip the ball from you or to make your shot as difficult as possible. And that definitely comes from his pops, because if you look at all the trainers today, they're teaching you how to score in traffic or what counter move to do instead of doing this. That's how you get free from the trap. You don't try to split it like your '06 Wade. No. You see this? All you do is this. And you're free. But people, we losing the sense of that because everybody's teaching you how to score, and they're not teaching you real game IQ that you need to have on a consistent basis to be successful. So that's all the trainers that Bronny has access to throughout the years. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna be like as a pro, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, me too. I want to see how he turns out because truthfully, I believe that he may end up hitting the G League first. But I think that it just all depends on the team that he goes to and their needs.
Right.
Because if they need a dog, who knows? He might be that dog. He might be a Davion Mitchell. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He might be what's that kid on sack as well that's playing too?
The dude with the dreads.
Yes.
I'm forgetting his name. I'm drawing a blank.
I'm drawing a blank too. But he's a dog. Like, shoot, even other guards like Cason Wallace over there in OKC.
Right.
These kids, I'm telling you, man, there's a select few that will really sit in a chair and go to work. Mm-hmm. But I think the biggest thing, man, that is missing is thinking the game. It's thinking the game, man. I think that, and I said it, earlier this morning, a lot of players now are not thinking the game.
Right.
And so that's why you have players that do think the game, like Jokic, you know what I mean, like Sabonis, even like Braun. This is the reason why they look even more superior. Because they're going against guys that don't think the game, and not just think the game, but more so thinking of tendencies, thinking about just all different types of stuff. I mean, you see Dwight Howard talking about what he did to be able to stop Jokic in the bubble. Like, he practically went in obsession mode to make sure that he knew what his moves was, how he liked to do it, this and that. It's not more so of, I'm just going to go out there and play hard, but it's also you got to think it through. It's like chess.
It's literally chess, especially when you're dealing with somebody elite like that. But to juxtapose what you're saying about not thinking the game through, this is a direct reflection of people's lack of love for the sport. A lot of people don't love it. You're 6'10" and you could jump out the roof and you're able to make millions and millions, which is generational wealth. Who's going to say no to that? Some of y'all guys just don't love it, and it's all right. It's not all right, but it's all right. You're going to be parted by the guys who obsess with this, who go to sleep on a daily basis thinking of how they can get better, who's waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and throughout the years, it'll be separated. And you see those guys who don't love the game, Ben Simmons, who don't love the game but love the auxiliary parts, y'all will be separated. Time will always tell. It's the greatest snitch to ever exist. That's what I always say. So that's what it all comes down to, because who don't want to get better at something they love? Like, every day I come in here to pod, and before we even get on the mic, hey, bro, what we doing to get better? And even indirectly, we talking about it because we passionate about what we do. Some people just don't care. They're just giving y'all nonsense, showing up to the game out of shape, just doing whatever it is to get a check. So you're going to continue to see older guys who obsess about this game still give y'all foots. And it's going to be that way until we find some guys that really love what they do.
Man, that's pathetic. But, hey, man, just love the game. That's the title for this episode. Yeah, love the game. Seriously, you got to not just love the game, but love everything else. But in this conversation, love the game.
For sure.